It's a lot, I think it's a combination of everything, of material science, chemistry, software, electronics, simulations, different material sciences, production methodologies. It's such a complex device that combines everything that humanity is doing. Of scale is worth billions. So that's really fascinating to me. And always, it's not like other products that just have to do their job. It's everything about the car is important. Every little detail matters, including the interior, exterior, many things you wouldn't think of. And that's what's fascinating to me, so that it's always a combination of engineering and science and also art in some way. At least we are such a tiny country, and I was just a guy in a garage, in an industry that's dominated by the huge dogs, by the big dogs, by big car companies. I will show you some examples. Most of the car companies are 5 times bigger than Croatia's GDP, the big car companies, all of Croatia. So, perception of electric cars back then was something like this. So, nothing sexy, nothing interesting. It was more of a... So it was developed by people usually who didn't like cars. It was more developed by people who wanted to have a very efficient form of transport to reduce congestion and to reduce emissions, which is a perfectly fine and a noble goal, of course, but not what people want. People are passionate about cars, and this, was for many people laughable. How does the car behave when you go through a fast turn? Like, what's the yaw rate? What's the G-force? What's the kinematics of the suspension? All of that kind of button. But how does it work together with the display? What do you do on the touchscreen? What do you do on the button? How do you get into the car? Like, if you want more space to get comfortably into the car, you have less chassis material. Will it survive the crash test? So it's a million and million and million different inputs and options, endless options, which you have to try absolutely to push the limits of everything and still achieve the crash test and still be comfortable. It's really difficult to bring all of those together. So the guys are doing a bunch of sketches and 3D prints and 3D models, put it on the wall. I think that's quite important to put stuff like that on the wall, like to see it, to discuss about it. And then also what's important is to create a DNA, a design DNA. So when you see a new model, that you don't have to look at the badge to see that it's a BMW or a Ferrari, or in this case a Rimac. So we try to have it as a symbol of Croatia, to see that the car is from Croatia and we'd like to tell the story. And in this case you can see it can light up in different colors, so when you charge the car it can show you that it charges like with green color. But you can also make like a Croatian flag on the cravat. So, yeah, and then of course the R&D is involved a lot with the design together to achieve the vision of the designers to come to that point.